Especially
Is this going on your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Yeah!
So, I'm just gonna talk. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna talk about yet. So obviously it's fishing, and we have I have 4 different fishing rods right here, and 3 are bait casters and 1 is spinning, and this one, they're all different. So if you can imagine, if you have a tool, you can't use the same tool for everything. So I have this one, which is a medium heavy bait caster with 30-pound braided line with a 12-pound, around 10-foot leader. So this one it's a medium heavy but has a softer tip. So another thing, you don't want to take away from the action of your lure that you're using. So you want to make sure that you have a softer tip for crankbaits, especially because you don't want to take away the action from your lure. Because you want the fish to feel the vibration. Because they're that's really annoying. So they're gonna try to eat it because they're predator fish of our local lakes, except for pike. So this is what you call a chatterbait. And you can see it has a blade on it. And what it does is it just goes back and forth like that. And so it sends vibrations through the water, which attract fish because it really annoys the crap out of them. They want to get rid of it. And so that's what that is for, and then they just decide to eat it. I mean, we should have had Grandpa send us a picture of the bluegill I caught with that. But that's one thing.
So the whole term of eat what bugs you, right?
Yeah, that's what that is. And then I have some of those. But basically what I was going to do is show you guys how to put line on a spinning reel. I don't know, anybody know how to do that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Not really? Okay, 4 people. So I'm going to grab that quick and show you that. It's pretty easy, and then we'll just go over some of that because that's the first thing you need is line on your bait caster.
This, you're going to line on this?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's pretend you just got a brand new fishing pole,
Yeah, like this one right here.
like this, and it has no line on it. Then you have to go to the store and you have to buy some line.
Yeah.
So here we go.
So
how do we put this line on the new rod?
So we start out, but first, most Bass Pro Shops will just put it on for you. And if you don't know how to do that, because either you ordered it online, because most people do that because it's free if you buy a Bass Pro Shops reel. They put the line on it for free.
But most of you are just gonna get your rod at Walmart.
Yeah.
So
And most of those rods that you buy come pre-spooled, but
they have junky line on it.
this crap, yeah, you don't use that. We're gonna start with the tiny eye up here. You want to do this because you want to do this afterwards because you want the line to spool up properly. Takes forever. I don't know what happened. One time I was in Arkansas fly fishing, and Dwayne, one of the guys, told me to rig up the pole, so I did. I was going just like this, I was going straight down. Somehow I managed to miss an eye and still caught fish on it. Yeah, isn't that cool?
It was just pure luck.
Yeah,
God just gave you luck.
basically. But you want more points of contact to make it a lot better. And also, when the ice screw up a lot on, after I tie it and everything, make sure you flip your bail first. Then you can start, because otherwise you won't want to have to cut your line and restart the knot. Yeah. So first, all you want to do is the first knot to tie your shoe. A simple overhand knot. Most of you probably can't even see this. What?
I thought you were going to say most people can't tie their shoes.
Oh, that is true.
It's happening.
That's why we're slip-on.
Who's got slip-on shoes today? About half of you.
I don't even got
I
slip
mean,
on shoes.
technically, any shoe can be a slip-on shoe.
Yeah.
I'm not making fun of you.
So
So we made that first overhand loop.
Technically, yes.
So we have this loop right here. You guys can see that? And it's super easy. You just put that over that spool. Sit it down. I'm going to do that one more time around that line. Run.
Your pizza's burning, guys.
And usually this isn't the correct way to do it because this is still going to slip after doing a square knot, so it's still coming through if you guys can tell. So what you want to do, not what you want to, but I mean I've just seen tutorials on this and how I learned basically. You just do another overhand knot right in the middle. Just like that. Then when it eventually does slip, then it stops. Then you flip your bail. And you're ready?
Okay.
Start reeling. That's really it. See, you can have fun. I got a huge fish on right now. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, we got the reverse. That's fine.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Let's hand out those strings we have back there because we're going to teach you guys how to tie a hook. You all know how to tie a hook on your line?
What?
If you like those fish that's still your favorite lure,
No. That's so. Let me cut this quick.
do you get getting it? You get what I'm getting at?
Yeah, but that was just because I was using too light of line.
Here, you want me to tie something?
We get green.
Jonathan, do you want his next pictures?
Oh, I guess.
We're going to give them all.
I didn't know
You
if
have
I
the
watched
watches.
yet.
No, they're back there still.
So like I hate
Why is it so big? We like kind of fishing hooks.
So you guys know what you're doing.
I already know what I did.
I didn't want
Yeah, I know
to.
that thing.
I used to.
I don't want.
What are we tying?
I think this is too much line.
You're gonna. Yeah, don't.
I might have to.
They were actually used for something else, but you need one. You got one? You're gonna be tying a fish knot. So you're gonna pretend that this washer is a fish hook. The hole on the end of a fish hook, okay?
No, Jacob, that's.
What? This isn't like a fishing line, so I can't
Do you have any strings left over?
I can.
Are they all used up?
Why are you short?
Yeah.
Do you need one for Jonathan?
I
Jonathan's
feel
gonna
like,
show you 2 ways to tie a fish hook on.
I'm ready.
okay, everybody knows, yep, Jacob's already going. He knows the original way, there you go. Yeah. So, so that's what I'm gonna go another way first. So what you do is you want at least a foot out, then fold it right in half.
I don't know how much a foot is.
Everybody got it?
Yeah.
All you do is stick it through the washer, and then there you got the washer in the middle. Let's just show the camera. Okay, like that. Everybody got it? Then all you do is you just do an overhand knot like you're tying your shoes again. And then you want it loose.
You're 13 years old.
Okay. So just do like when you're tying your shoes.
Take this in, and you're gonna make this brown.
It won't for me.
Still don't quite hold tight.
All you do is just do an overhand knot like that. And then the easiest part, all you do is stick your washer through that loop. If that makes sense. This is way harder to teach than I thought.
I've never done it that way. There's none of this
So the
way.
power.
Yeah, this is actually stronger.
Is it?
Yeah.
Now you gotta stick that.
I'm not gonna be
I don't remember what the one.
I spent like 3 years. I spent like 3 years doing this.
I spent my whole life.
Do it again. Do it again.
Again?
Maybe
Okay.
can you bring that picture thing up online?
Which video?
Yeah, that
Okay.
video.
So you got it in half with your washer. Got it? Then you go up, and like the first thing that you tie your shoes, you just go over, and then pull the way through just like that.
I'm really interested. Okay, this is what I have.
Maybe the other one part easier to explain. And all you do is you stick the washer through that loop.
What doesn't?
I'm trying to meet you.
Oh, what are you trying to do?
Who needs help? Got it? He does have it.
Hey, you got it, Eli?
No.
Here, let me teach you the easier one.
No, we got it.
We'll do
We
the
got
other
it.
way. We're teaching this way, then we're gonna teach the other way too.
I had a slip knot in earlier.
You can all do it.
Does that look right?
No, I can't.
No, I said.
Yeah?
He said it did.
Yeah.
See?
You need to cinch it down a little. The worst part is that since it's paracord, it's like twice as thick.
See, more than I did. Right?
He's doing a drop shot.
Let's see if you guys can understand the regular fisherman's knot any better.
It's super easy.
Yeah. So you guys all just want to untie him? No. Okay. You
Mine's already untied.
Okay.
I already did the fisherman's knot.
You came pre-prepared. No?
What?
You came prepared.
Oh. Yeah, I had my pansy backpack on.
Okay, everybody got it? All you do, stick the line through the washer, and then grab the end, so you just got a loop, twist it 7 times. That's it.
Oh, yeah, you could do that way too. I just
Yeah.
do it that way.
So it's still paracord, so it doesn't even work.
Okay.
So do it 7 times.
Unravel a little, now we should do it again. Lost count. It doesn't need to be 7.
Right, it's 5 to 7. 7 is stronger. So then you
You do more, it usually gets really hot.
It's not
twisting see the paracord. See it doesn't even work. And then you stick your tag in through the loop by the washer. Man, this is way harder to explain.
You're doing good.
So you gotta back take this and like
Okay. Then you got your tag in through by the washer. So you grab this, that.
right here.
Yep.
Or like
And then that loop you just made, you got a loop, and you stick it through that loop again. Then you cinch it
Then you
down.
have to work it up.
I don't think paracord works well.
No video?
Got it? Then you cinch it down more.
Paracord doesn't work well for
It does. Yeah.
I think it's a knot.
There you go.
This is a real one.
You know what kind of fisherman's knot?
I used to. I knew how to do it.
You'll see. It's possible. No.
How is it possible?
Line twist.
Oh
Line
yeah,
twist.
I've done that before. Not that bad, but I've done it before.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
I did it.
I figured it out.
I remember now.
Okay, good.
And then you bring it back, do this one. And then when you're pulling it through,
Actual
you
what?
gotta kind of cinch. It's harder.
Actually, and then you put your tag in going.
Yeah, all the way.
It works good.
I tried that. That's what the lures doing that.
Oh, is that a picture of Jonathan?
It's probably you. Okay, so while we were talking about that is the other day, or actually over a week ago, we had bad wind and we went fishing, and that does happen, and for a couple of reasons. So 2, so number 1, when you cast out there, your lure is just going out in the air like that, like a tornado happened out there. And when you do that, it puts twists in your line. And so when it twists, you see a loop. Can I have that loop? So when you see it, it's right by your reel. You see it, it's like that. And usually you just pull it out, and then you just start reeling, and it's fine. But that's what's going to happen if it keeps going. Because you want to make sure that when you're using something that would spin around through the water, like some top waters, like a whopper plopper or something, when you pull it through the water, it's going to twist. And that's going to twist your line, and that's what's going to happen. And that won't happen with bait casters as much, but it's still backlash. Burst. I did that a few times. And you want to make sure that your settings on your bait casters are right. So, I would start at like 6. And then one way to test this is that before you go fishing, every time I do this, see it falls down really fast. And it kind of backlash, not really, but a little bit. So you want to make sure that you tighten that up so right now it doesn't move. You just loosen it until it starts to fall. Like that. It didn't even backlash at all. That's one good way to tell. And make sure that you don't backlash and get that on your first cast. Yeah. It ruins your spool line, you gotta start over. And yeah, I guess that's it. Anybody learn anything?
Yes.
Good?
Okay, Noah.
Okay, trout fish. I guess I'll start with the fly rod first, even though I don't use it for trout a lot. Who in here has used a fly rod before? Okay.
I haven't
Awesome.
used it like a fly rod.
See, we have a lot of work to do ahead of
Yes.
us, Noah.
So, the orange line is a floating line. That's actually what you cast instead of the weight of the lure, because it's such a small little thing, like a little fly like that. The weight of the line, obviously I can't do it in here. That's what propels your fly out into the water. And then there's varied sizes with fly rods for trout and bluegills, all the way up to big saltwater fish. I got a fly box here. I guess I can pass that. Look in there, pass that through. And then another thing, one of my favorite way to trout fish is with inline spinners. Bep size number 2 is what I prefer to use the most. So I'll pass that around too. And then one thing I've recently started to use is just big marabou jigs like this. A guy custom ties these for me. He's from Arkansas. So they're kind of fun.
What's his name?
It's D2 Jigs. Is that I can't remember his name exactly, but he just started. So I guess I'll pass those around too.
I made one of those with the drills.
Nice.
I use it.
But yeah, so there's tons of trout streams around here, the Hay River, Tiffany. Get over towards like River Falls, there's the Rush River, the Kinnickinnick, they all, Browns and brook trout. And there is some rainbow trout, but not a lot. That's kind of towards the southern part of the state, into Iowa. They just plant those. So, I use 4-pound test line on my spinning rods for trout fishing. Jacob?
Is that a fly fisherman's boat?
That's a nice boat. I do have some trout pictures, I think, and I sent Nikki. So I just caught this brook trout yesterday on the Hay River just north of Connor's Gulch. I've got my lure there in the bottom, and then that's a brown trout I caught on the Rush River with one of those weird jigs. Trout like anything black, silver gold that looks like a bug, or another small minnow. I think I got some other ones too. And
There's supper.
there's supper right there. That's some pan-fried brook trout with some beans. I think that was my wife's grandpa. He loves trout, so I. But yeah, they're delicious to eat.
Yeah.
They don't taste fishy or anything. So. Well, your fish shouldn't taste fishy, right?
Isn't there like a spot on trout, like right behind the ear or something? Like right behind your skin? Isn't there like a little piece of meat that's like really, really good?
I think You think of walleye cheeks. Yeah, I think so. I don't know what else. I mean, you could use all, I got a whole tackle box here and stuff. But trout fishing early in the morning and then closer to evening can be the best times, overcast. They do not like bright sun. As they can see you, they got really good eyes. Yeah, like turkeys, yeah. And they can sense you walking on the bank. But I usually wade in the water, wear chest waders. So,
When's the season open?
May, the first Saturday in May, which we are gonna do a trout opener thing here, so I think Nathan's gonna set that up for sign up.
Yep, so we're gonna do a trout opener. We're gonna be fishing the rivers just north of town here. Catching trout. That's gonna be May 2nd and May 3rd. So look, yeah.
So Friday night, then we'll just hang out and have a campfire, whatever, play games. And
Yeah.
Saturday,
Go
Go
fishing
trout fish.
early in the morning and
Come
just
back
have a
for
great
lunch.
day. Yeah.
So,
So yeah, look for that on our website. That'll be up this next day or so. It's only gonna be 4 to 6 people. I'm not really sure yet. So when we put things up on the website, you guys have to sign up right away because they're gonna fill up fast. So I'm looking forward to that. The other thing about fishing you guys need to know is who needs a license?
I need one.
16.
Everyone.
16.
Yep, 16. If you're 16 or older, you need a license. If you're 15 or younger, you do not need a license. So,
Let's go.
yeah, let's go.
Anybody here over 16? No? Well, we know you are. You're 21, right? Okay.
So none of you need a license.
Yeah.
And so what we're going to be teaching you, you can actually walk to the high school, Tiffany Creek there, between the ball field, the school and the ball field. You'll be able to catch trout right there.
I just caught one in there yesterday when I was passing through town.
Okay,
So I stopped, yeah.
cool,
Yep.
cool. So we're going to teach you guys how to cast. So I know a lot of you probably haven't casted a rod before, and so we're going to make it a little bit of a competition, and there might even be a prize in there too. So, is it raining outside, Nikki?
I can check. I have no weather.
It's like a baby just got done.
It is raining. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Oh, yes. I recorded
We'll have to kind of maybe just do 1 or 2 people at a time. We'll have to keep it kind of controlled right back here, right?
You guys gonna melt?
We can go outside.
No, fine.
Does anybody not want to go outside if it's raining a little bit?
I don't care.
Does anybody like?
I also
Do you
have
have
a
a?
rain jacket.
Do you have a jacket?
I do.
If you have a jacket, you go get it, and let's step outside and let's learn how to cast a rod.
Bagel! Eastman!